Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, September 12th, and this is the next part in my collection overview for 2016. I'm leaving the Doctor Who DVDs to last, because I'm watching a lot of them, and a lot of them are taken out. So I am going to try for the Blu-rays, and I'm going to try to make this between 15 and 20 minute videos, and as you can tell, it's going to take me a while, and the one's in the back. So we will stop talking and get started. I'll just take these ones out. So I've got 2012, which I really like. Then I have the Steelbook for 300. And then I have 47 Ronin. I actually said it right. I always want to say 57, and I didn't mind this. And then I have the A-Team, Adventures in Babysitting, The Adventures of Ford Fairlane, Airport, Bad Boys. I might get around to getting the double feature that has the second one, though I don't really remember the second one too much. The Bank Job, Battle Royale, Big Trouble in Little China, Blood Diamond, and as you can tell, these are action, because all my movies are done by genre. Double feature with Bloodsport and Time Cop. Then my James Bond movies, Dr. No, From Rush with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, which was the only one of the old ones that came with a slipcover, don't know why, The Man with the Golden Gun, Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, there we go, Octopussy, Never Say Never Again, I count it, so that's why it's here. A View to a Kill, The Living Daylights, License to Kill, GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day, my least favorite out of the entire series, because I felt this went too science fiction for me. Like, really? An invisible car. Come on. Casino Royale. Move my lamp a little over and that way. Quantum of Solace. My favorite James Bond film, Skyfall. Then Spectre, not as epic as Skyfall. The Boondock Saints, which I watched for the first time this year. Same as with its sequel. The Bourne Identity, The Bourne Supremacy, The Bourne Ultimatum, The Bourne Legacy, Braveheart, Castaway, a triple feature that has the Delta Force, Lone Wolf McQuaid, and Code of Silence. Got this for Lone Wolf McQuaid. And then Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Crimson Tide, the double feature of Crank and Crank 2, The Condemned, Con Air, Commando, double feature with Dante's Peak and Daylight. I actually have never seen Daylight, but I love Dante's Peak, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eventually watch Daylight. So, Day After Tomorrow, Death Race, Deep Impact, the Steelbook for Desperado, the UK Steelbook for Dick Tracy, the Die Hard collection with Die Hard 1, 2, 3, and 4, double feature of District 13 and District 13 Ultimatum, and the American remake, Brick Mansions, Domino, triple feature of the Rocks films, Doom, The Scorpion King, and The Rundown. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I really like Doom. It's probably my favorite. Earthquake, The Edge, Enter the Dragon, Entrapment, Eraser, The Expendables, The Expendables 2, and The Expendables 3, Face Off, and now my Fast and Furious franchise. The first one, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6, and Furious 7. Then I have The Forbidden Kingdom, The French Connection, The Fugitive, and its sequel, U.S. Marshals, G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. I don't mind it, it's nothing special. And G.I. Joe Retaliation. I'm actually considering giving this to my parents. Gladiator, my 4th favorite film of all time. Gone in 60 Seconds. Hard Boiled. Hitari, one of my favorite John Wayne films as a kid. Hero. Hidalgo. Hitman. Hitman Agent 47. I actually prefer this over the first film. Hot Fuzz. In the Line of Fire. And my complete Indiana Jones series with Raiders, Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, which is my favorite, and of course Crystal Skull, which is everybody's least favorite. Okay, whoop, stay there. Jack Reacher, watched this for the first time this year and really enjoyed it. Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit. Double feature with Fearless and Unleashed. I put it here as Jet Li's Fearless. I think Unleashed is my favorite out of the two. John Wick, epically awesome, can't wait for the sequel. Jumpin' Jack Flash. The Karate Kid. The Karate Kid Part 2. And the 2010 remake, which I finally watched, and I was very, very surprised. I really, really liked this. I was going in with very low expectations, and I think because of that, I liked it, but it was enjoyable. So, A Knight's Tale, which still, to this day, is my favorite Heath Ledger film. The Killer, double feature of Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. La Femme Nikita, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and Lara Croft Tomb Raider The Cradle of Life. Region 2 Steelbook of The Last Samurai. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Lucky Number 11. A Man Apart. The Man in the with the Iron Fists. Actually quite enjoyable. And this should have been next. The Man in the Iron Mask. So change that. The Mask of Zorro. The Legend of Zorro. Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World. Double feature with Mercury Rising and The Jackal. I think The Jackal I prefer a little bit more. Just a tiny bit, though. Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible 2. Mission Impossible 3. Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which is my favorite. Yeah, it is my favorite. It actually overtook number 2. And Rogue Nation. Mortal Kombat. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The Mummy. The Mummy Returns. The Mummy Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. The Digibook to Natural Born Killers. I finally watched this for the first time a couple of years ago, and I liked it. I kind of wish I would have... I'm actually happy I didn't I didn't watch it in 93, because I think a lot of the shit in this movie would have so gone over my head. I have National Treasure 1. Number 2 is In the Blind Boys, and now I gotta get up. Okay, now the very interesting part. Let's get these up there. Okay. Olympus Has Fallen. I really like this movie. Okay. London Has Fallen. Our Man Flint. Outbreak. Over the Top. Patriot Games. The Steelbook to Pirates of the Caribbean. Curse of the Black Pearl. Dead Man's Chest. At World's End. I don't want to say the original because there is one from the 1970s, but the Point Break We All Love from 1991. The Poseidon Adventure. Poseidon, the 2006 remake. The Protector. The Punisher, and this also has my... which one is it? That is the DVD director's cut. So, because that director's cut DVD is so flimsy. So then I have The Raid Redemption, which I saw for the first time this year. That was great. And its sequel, though, a little too long. I will say that. First Blood. First Blood Part 2. Rambo 3. And the surprising 2008 film, which was extremely fucking brutal. And I loved it. The Replacement Killers. This kind of holds a special place in my heart because it introduced me to Chow Yun-fat, and I got to... That's how I saw The Killer and Hard Boiled and a lot of his movies. Robin Hood, Ridley Scott's version. And Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I don't care if Kevin Costner didn't do the accent. I love this movie. Saw it at the drive-in, and Alan Rickman, may he rest in peace. You were awesome, my friend. You were just great. Particularly in this movie. The Rock. Double feature of Romance in the Stone and The Jewel of the Nile. Romeo Must Die. My favorite Jackie Chan film of all time. Rumble in the Bronx. Safe. San Andreas. Salt. Shoot 'em Up. I haven't watched this movie in years. Shooter. Space Cowboys. I love this movie. It is so damn great. The premise is a little weird, like when you think of it, Clint Eastwood in space, but oh, it was so much more than that. Speed 1. I don't really know if I'm ever going to pick up Speed 2. Speed Racer. Haven't watched this in a long time. I gotta give it another watch. The Sum of All Fears. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. The Towering Inferno. The Transporter. Transporter 2. Transporter 3. Troy, the director's cut. My 19th favorite film of all time. True Romance. Twister. Double feature with Under Siege 1 and 2. Now we're at the awkward part. Wanted. The Warriors Ultimate Director's Cut. And Triple X, which I actually quite enjoyed. I loved it when it came out, and I can't wait for the sequel, which I think comes out this year or next year. And actually, guys, I'm going to end it right here on the action because, as you can tell, this is where the animation starts, so I'd have to move all these. So I'll save the rest for another day, and at least this way it will be a lot more easy to get these ones out as opposed to those ones. Okay guys, so that's the part 1 of the Blu-rays, the action. Hopefully I can get the animation, comedy, and Disney into the next video. Just have to be patient guys, because as you can tell, my system, we've got a lot in the back, so this is going to be a pain in the ass to do, but I'm gonna frickin' do it because I've been trying to do it for 3 years. So okay guys, that is it. I will quit rambling. Hopefully the next video will come soon, and until then, have a good night, watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.